friends, welcome back to Case by Betty. In today's video, I'm going to share landlord mistakes to avoid. Being a landlord can be rewarding, but it's not as easy as collecting rent. I've seen and made mistakes that cost me thousands of dollars. In this video, I'm going to share the top landlord mistakes to avoid so that you can safeguard your investment and build your wealth. Accepting anybody who is able to pay security deposit and first month's rent can lead to lots of problems sometimes. Not checking their credit, rental history, and verifying their references. Of course, you have to be smart about this. For example, if you call me and say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm a landlord, I'm calling to verify this person's rental history." Could be my sister you're calling. So make sure you do your due diligence. A lot of people put their family members as their reference. So make sure you be smart about this. For example, this is an example how you can go about it. What about call that person and say, "Hey, I'm looking into renting your property. Do you own such and such a property?" So if that person is not a landlord, they're gonna be thrown away. They're gonna be surprised. They're gonna be shocked and pause. So make sure you do it smart. You could also use property management apps for screening your tenants or use your realtor. I personally went through this with my first condo. This person came after selling their house. They say they had plenty of cash in the bank. I verified the bank information. I saw yes, they did have money in their bank, and they put in their security deposit and first month's rent. After 3 months, they stopped paying completely. I did not have a lease. I tried to go to court, but without having a lease, there's really nothing I could do. So make sure you follow these steps to safeguard your investment. Not including key terms like late fees, maintenance responsibilities, and renter's insurance. Make sure your renters have their own renter's insurance. Always use a state-compliant lease templates. And make sure you implement these rules, otherwise the tenant will take advantage of you. Delaying repair requests can lead to property damage, tenant frustrations, and higher cost later on. For example, a small leak today could turn out to be like a mold or turn out into drywall damage. Set aside our repair fund and make sure you respond promptly when a tenant requests for a repair. Personally, I've been a renter. It's frustrating when you communicate that you're having this kind of problem and the landlord doesn't respond. It's frustrating, so I understand. So make sure you try to respond promptly. Make sure your tenant lives comfortably in your house. Not answering calls or emails. Tenants feel neglected if you do not respond to their request for repair. And yet, they are paying you every month. So make sure you respond, or when they call you, make sure you answer their phone calls and respond to their requests. Use one channel of communication. For example, if you choose to use emails, be consistent with emails or the app or text messages. Personally, I do not prefer text messages. I prefer property app or emails. But whichever way you go, you use, be consistent. For example, allowing late payments without fees. This could set a bad precedent. Tenants know how to push boundaries when rules are not enforced. Make sure you enforce these rules you have. It's there, it's written in the lease to protect both you and the tenant. So make sure you enforce these rules. Be firm but fair. Consistency protects your business. For example, if you only budget for your monthly payment or mortgage and you forget about the repair costs, this could later turn into a bigger cost in future. For example, forgetting about taxes, insurance, repairs, vacancies. Yes, it's gonna reach a time when your house is going to be vacant for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. So make sure you budget for this kind of things that happen in life. And legal fees. So make sure these are all things that you put into your budget. The rule of thumb is save at least 1% of your property value per year for maintenance. For example, not working with the property manager, not working with the realtor, not working with a lawyer or an accountant could lead to burnt out and missed opportunities. Use the simple so you can save money and maximize on your investments. Build a landlord team, build a contractor team, build handyman team, and accountant team. These people, you're gonna need them, especially handyman. You're gonna need these people. Have your team, build this team. Make sure they are there when you need them for you. Avoiding these mistakes can save you time, stress, and thousands of dollars. Real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth, but only if you manage it smartly. If you found this video useful for you, press that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click that bell so that you're notified each time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. It's Betty here. Keys by Betty, unlocking your wealth, one key at a time. Ciao. Thank you. Bye. Cheers.